So successful was Knight Rider during its 1982 to 1986, a sleek talking sports car complete with a mounted scanner was an important part of Knight Rider. One of the coolest shows ever. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the Knight Rider changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1982, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Richard Basehart as Wilton Knight. Age filming, 68 years old. Wilton Knight is the founder of the Foundation for Law and Government. Knight's character served not only as the billionaire who saved Michael's life and helped him reinvent himself as a crime-fighting hero, but he also provided the opening narration. This was his last acting credit of a stellar career. That began back in 1947. Many will remember him as Ishmael in 1956's film adaptation of Moby Dick. He was a big fan of the sea apparently, as his biggest TV role was Admiral Nelson in the sci-fi series Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Basehart died in September 1984. He was 70 years old. Edward Mulhare as Devon Miles. Age filming, 59 years old. Devon Miles is the head of the Foundation for Law and Government, and brought respectability and class to this often campy show. Miles was known for being an old-fashioned, no-nonsense kind of guy, and perfectly played by Edward Mulhare. Edward got his start in acting long before Knight Rider, his career gaining traction with 9 episodes of 1956's The Adventures of Robin Hood. He enjoyed some film success starring alongside Frank Sinatra in 1965's Von Ryan's Express. His biggest break of all was in the 1968 to 1970 supernatural sitcom Ghost and Mrs. Muir, as Mulhare passionately portrayed the ghost captain. His final role was in 1997 in the romantic comedy Out to Sea, starring with the legendary odd couple pairing of Mr. Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Mulhare was known as a ladies' man and was a lifelong bachelor. He died in 1997 from lung cancer at the age of 74. Peter Parros as Reginald Cornelius III aka RC3. Age filming, 26 years old. Reginald Cornelius III, or simply RC3, entered the dynamic in Season 4. Bonnie actually enlisted RC to help rebuild Kit after the situation with the Juggernaut, and he serves as a backup of sorts for Michael Knight. Peter Parros entered the entertainment industry to become the Black Arnold Schwarzenegger, and although he's no Terminator, he has had quite the career. After Knight Rider, he had a huge break as the leading character in 1989's The New Adam 12. Then in 1997 he once again supplanted himself in a regular TV role, appearing in 59 episodes of the soap opera As the World Turns, where he returned as recently as 2009. Today at 65 years old, he recently starred on TV alongside Bowduke's John Schneider in The Haves and the Have-Nots and appeared in episodes of Scorpion and Lethal Weapon. Rebecca Holden as April Curtis. Age filming, 25 years old. When Patricia McPherson temporarily left Knight Rider in the show's second season, she was replaced by Rebecca Holden. Holden played April Curtis, Kit's new mechanic and Flag's lead designer. Like her predecessor, April Curtis worked on Kit when Michael Knight wasn't busy using it to oil slick bad guys. She took on kind of a motherly role to the smart car, praising Kit when the car performed as it should, and scolding it when it malfunctioned. But many were glad to see Bonnie return. Holden began her glamorous career as a model, specifically the Breck Girl. She then began booking one-off episodes of some stellar shows, including Three's Company and Barney Miller. After her season of Knight Rider, she played the diabolical Elena on the ABC soap General Hospital. She's also a very gifted singer. In 1989 she charted 2 singles in the form The Truth Doesn't Always Rhyme and License to Steal. Today she's 67 years old, and last seen in an episode of the 2020 revival of the hit 90s show Saved by the Bell and in the lead role of the 2021 film Canaan Land. Peter Cullen as Knight's automated roving robot. Age filming, 41 years old. If Knight Rider's Kit had a nemesis, it was Car, Knight's automated roving robot. Car was the prototype for what would later become Kit, but KARR's programming cared less about protecting human life and more about doing whatever it could to protect itself. While Paul Frees voiced Car for the later appearance, it's Peter Cullen providing the ruthless Car's electronic voice in Season 1. He reprised the role for the short-lived 2008-09 Knight Rider series in Knight to King's Pawn. Cullen has kept very busy since his short stints on Knight Rider. Cullen has been the voice of Autobot head honcho Optimus Prime for decades, from the 80s Saturday morning cartoons to Michael Bay's live-action films. And lots of video games and series in between. Today he is 84. William Daniels as Kit, age filming, 55 years old. Daniels gave vocal life to the 1982 Pontiac Trans Am, aka Kit, the highly advanced super-intelligent car that was fond of humans and extremely personable. Daniels' career took off in 1967, cast as the lead character in the short-lived series Captain Nice, as well as playing Dustin Hoffman's disapproving father in the classic film The Graduate. The 80s is when Daniels gained international fame, starring as the acid-tongued Dr. Mark Craig in the medical drama Saint Elsewhere. He was nominated for 5 Emmys for the role, taking home 2 trophies. During this time, he simultaneously voiced his iconic Kit both for NBC. Daniels would record the voice-over while on set for Saint Elsewhere, and he would lend his voice to Kit whenever a show prodded him, like The Simpsons or even the Lego video game. Daniels has stayed hugely relevant in practically every decade, with the 1990s bringing him another iconic TV role as the role model teacher Mr. Feeney in Boy Meets World. Today he is 98 years old and was last seen reprising his Mr. Feeney for the spin-off show Girl Meets World in 2017. Patricia McPherson as Bonnie Barstow. Age filming, 26 years old. Bonnie Barstow was the lead engineer for Knight Industries, who looked after Kit's condition. She was often seen rocking a white jumpsuit and was a stunning compliment to Hasselhoff. Unfortunately, she was fired after season 1, replaced by Rebecca Holden to apparently add more sex appeal. David was not happy with the actress swap, and McPherson was brought back for season 3 and beyond. Patricia McPherson got her start in 1978 but didn't hit it big until 1982's Knight Rider. Post Bonnie Barstow, she guest starred on some shows, like the primetime soap Dynasty. In 1991, following 2 episodes of Andy Griffith's Matlock, she decided to retire from acting. She has since embarked on a career of wildlife conservation, and today at 69, her efforts have included helping preserve wetlands in Southern California. Val Kilmer as artificially intelligent car Kit. Age filming, 49 years old. What is Val Kilmer doing on this list, you ask? Well, as you probably know, Kilmer had nothing to do with the 80s version of Knight Rider, but in the 2008 Knight Rider TV movie and the subsequent short-lived series. It was Val Kilmer playing the voice of the artificially intelligent car Kit. After the Knight Rider remake shuttered, Kilmer enjoyed regular work in film and TV. He plays a vengeful ghost in the 2010 horror The Traveler, a fictionalized version of himself in 2012's The Fourth Dimension, and Officer Gert Rafto in the 2017 psychological crime drama The Snowman. He's also done some fun voice work. Acting-wise, Val Kilmer dropped off the radar in 2015 and 2016, and fans were worried. For 2 years, publicly Kilmer largely denied rumors that he was battling cancer. In 2017, he opened up about his health issues with The Hollywood Reporter. Kilmer told THR during his 2 silent years he was struggling with throat cancer. Thankfully, Kilmer still seems eager to work. Among other upcoming projects, he'll be reprising the role of hotshot pilot Iceman in Top Gun: Maverick. Val Kilmer died from pneumonia on April 1, 2025 at age 65. While he had recovered from the cancer, the pneumonia was ultimately the cause of his death. David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight. Age filming, 30 years old. Michael Knight was a loner in a dangerous world, a hulking hunk with a sense of humor, who could kick some heads in. He was an operative of the Foundation for Law and Government and worked with Kid to fight crime. David Hasselhoff became a cult icon for this 80s television series. But his acting career really kicked off in '75, taking over the character of Dr. Snapper Foster for 7 years on the soap opera The Young and the Restless. He was then courted by NBC for Knight Rider, which Hasselhoff drove to his next pop culture smash hit, Baywatch. His music career paralleled his TV success and he blew up in the 80s, especially in Germany, where he's achieved a god-like status. In 2008, Hasselhoff launched a social networking site, known as Hoffspace, where layouts feature the star in different setups. Around this time, however, the Hoff was in hot water when a video surfaced of him severely intoxicated eating a cheeseburger shirtless on the ground, as his daughter yelled to stop abusing alcohol. It's sobering for the rest of us. Today at 73 years old, David is a recovering alcoholic, and we do wish him the best.